Hey there, welcome to the channel. I'm Neil Notes and today I have another album review for you guys. This is episode 42, I believe. I always forget the number. Yes, it is. This is episode 42 and excuse me. And today I will review the ninth album by probably my favorite band of all time, Porcupine Tree. Which is, of course, Fear of a Blank Planet. Yeah, and I mean, where do you start with an album like this one? Of course, Porcupine Tree is a progressive rock and metal band. And later, with the 21st century, they went a bit heavier. They were, back in the day, a bit more space rock, with albums such as On the Sunday of Life, the debut album, Up the Downstairs, the second album, The Sky Moves Sideways, the third one, three space rock albums. But yeah, later they went a bit more heavier with, I believe, In Absentia. Also, I believe with Lightbulb Sun, so they went a bit heavier in the 21st century, in the 2000s. And their second last album, Fear of a Blank Planet, is considered to be their best one. Although I have a hard time to choose my favorite because I've listened to them once every time. Fear of a Blank Planet now twice and Deathwing also twice. So I'm definitely gonna listen more to the Porcupine Tree albums, but yeah, when I have the time, of course. But yeah, this album right here, it is pretty much flawless. It is amazing. I've just listened to it. It is such delicate music that just flies by. You put it on and it is over before you knew it. Before you know it. It is really something special. Yeah, of course Steven Wilson is a mastermind. I can I can sit here and talk about Steven Wilson all day because he is one of the best singer-songwriters and one of the best producers I've ever witnessed, to see and to listen to. He is really something special. And he said in a interview that he was disappointed, or he found it a shame that not a lot of people were like him, that more people need to be like him. He literally said that. So yeah, because he is really deep and connected with the music, and not a lot of people do that nowadays because they look more at the money and revenue, stuff like that. More of how you get popular than of creating real music. And Steven Wilson is all about that. He is just all about creating the great music, and just making flawless record after flawless record. Yeah, of course, the opening song of the album is the title track, which is Fear of a Blank Planet. Yeah, a bit of a ominous opening. It later gets a bit heavier. I believe some acoustic work from Steven Wilson. And yeah, then later some really mysterious and haunting lyrics, of course. Stuff like my mother is a witch, which of course is a reference to the kids that are a bit addicted to their electronic devices, and Steven Wilson is just referring to the kids that the kids that complain, that yell at their loved ones because they are more connected to the electronic devices than rather than them. And yeah, of course it is a bit sad, but it is the sad reality of this world. And actually, Fear of a Blank Planet, the song and the album demonstrates this perfectly. Yeah, great opening song, great lyrics, it grabs you. It is really relatable because we are really addicted to electronic devices, and it only gets worse and worse with every year passes by. So this album is going to be more relevant each year. So that is something that Steven Wilson thought about brilliantly. The second song is My Ashes, and this is, in my opinion, a bit of a forgettable song. Still great in my opinion. Still some quieter moments. Still some moments where the bassist Colin Edwin shines on. Still some great synthesizers by Richard Barbary, and keyboards of course, but keyboards and synthesizers. I think I said keyboards twice, but there we are. Keyboards and synthesizers. There we are. But yeah, my Ashes is a bit of the more mellow track because Fear of a Blank Planet was a bit more on the metal edge, and My Ashes is just a pure alternative acoustic rock, written by Barbary and Wilson. Yeah, I still really like the song. It was over before I knew it. A great transition to probably the one of the greatest songs of Porcupine Tree's entire discography, which is of course Anesthetize. How do you pronounce that? Anesthetize. I'm gonna say it like that. Anesthetize. Yeah, Anesthetize. I'm gonna say it like that. Yeah, this song is it is almost 20 minutes. It is 70 minutes and 42 seconds. Also, I believe written by Alex Lifeson of Rush. He did actually the guitar work or the solos, I believe. And yeah, I mean the song starts quiet. It is just a bit mellow, but later just breaks down in probably one of the best progressive rock slash metal songs I've ever heard in my life. Just a lot of great breakdowns, some quiet moments here and there. Yeah, I mean the solos of Alex Lifeson, they are out of this world. Anesthetize is really Anesthetize is really one of those songs that just you just have to hear once in your lifetime. It is just a must listen before you die, and Anesthetize is. Yeah, I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. Anesthetize. Not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the song is great. The song is amazing, unforgettable, one of their best in their entire discography. So yeah, if I'm wrong, say it like that. But the song will always be remembered, and it will never be forgotten. I said it. I said the same thing twice in a different way. You know what I mean. Great song, masterpiece, just a flawless song. Sentimental is a bit similar to My Ashes, but it is a bit more upbeat. One of the more happier songs, I believe, that Steven Wilson wrote it. But so yeah, Steven Wilson is not really known for writing happy songs. So yeah, Sentimental is also a bit of a more quiet, moodier song like My Ashes, but this is a bit more upbeat, like I said, a little bit more in your face, not a lot. Yeah, the song is definitely one of the more commercial songs of Porcupine Tree. It is still a good thing. It still flows pretty well on the album, and it perfectly blends in with the fifth track, Way Out of Here. And Way Out of Here is probably one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard by Porcupine Tree. I think not as good as Anesthetize. Anesthetize. I'm gonna go with that. But Way Out of Here is a close second or third, because Fear of a Blank Planet, the opener, was actually also pretty good. So I I I just cannot choose between those two. It is a very difficult decision, but Way Out of Here has probably some of the most beautiful Steven Wilson vocals I've ever heard. Yeah, and this also features Robert Fripp of King Crimson, and music is written by the entire band: Barbary, Edwin, Harrison, and Wilson. So yeah, you can definitely hear that and feel that the song is written by the entire band. Just a lot of great drum solos, bass lines, guitar solos, and just melodic, melancholy, great singing by Stephen Wills. You can definitely hear that that Porcupine Tree poured their entire heart into this song and in this entire album. But the most in Way Out of Here, just a lot of great melodic playing, melodic singing, and the piano that is played on here by Stephen Wilson. It is absolutely beautiful, and I'm not sure if it is if it is Stephen Wilson. Maybe it is. No. Stephen Wilson plays piano and Richard Barbary the keyboard. So there we are. Stephen Wilson also plays keyboard. So Barbary and Wilson play keyboard, I think. Yeah, it is written here, so it must be true, right? And the last song, the last song is Sleep Together, the sixth and final song of this album. Yeah, I think together with My Ashes, a bit of the weaker songs of the album, it is still a great closer. It is still some moments here and there that I really digged. But yeah, definitely not the best closer in my opinion, but still a song that is just amazing to listen to. Of course, Sleeping Together with your loved ones, of course, that you will be happy. So the lyrics and the meanings of the songs are definitely more commercial than Stephen Wills' previous albums in the 90s, which were way darker, but I still really love the album, and I think it is one of their highlights because Stephen Wilson blended just the darkness, his perfect darkness of the 90s, and a bit of the more happy sounding songs together in a great package, and you get Fear of a Blank Planet. Not that Stephen Wilson music is happy, but it is still just amazing to listen to, and it is just a great record in general. And Sleep Together may not be the best closer in my opinion, but it is definitely a song for the ages, and a song that I will eventually love with repeated listens. So yeah, overall I really love Fear of a Blank Planet. Definitely one of the highlights of the entire Porcupine Tree discography, and I mean, yeah, you can throw Stephen Wills' discography on there, but it doesn't really count in my opinion. So that is other material for another day. So yeah, if you want me to do Stephen Wilson the solo albums, then I can do that as well, because Stephen Wilson is a great singer-songwriter. But yeah, for this album it was pretty amazing, pretty flawless. Highlights, of course, Fear of a Blank Planet, and Anesthetize, which filled up most of the album with almost a third, or yeah, actually exactly a third. Sentimental was pretty good, and Way Out of Here, love it. Way Out of Here is a great melodic masterpiece, man. Such a flawless song. Together with Anesthetize, of course, and Fear of a Blank Planet. Fear of a Blank Planet, the title track and the opener. Yeah, my rating, it is obvious. It is a 10, of course. Porcupine Tree is amazing, and yeah, I just really love this album. Album cover is also great, where the kid is just blindly staring into the screen and then into you. Pretty deep album cover, and blue is my favorite color, so that is always a good thing. Yeah, that was the album. Yeah, it is perfect in my opinion, but maybe you think it is not. So let me know in the comments what you think. Yeah, do you love the album? Do you hate it maybe? Of course, subscribe to the channel, The Ominous Notes, for more videos like this one. Like, comment, subscribe to The Ominous Notes. yeah, like I said, for more videos like this one. So yeah, request more Porcupine Tree, request Steven Wilson, request Opeth because great bands, great artist. Steven Wilson, that is. Yeah, let me know what you want. More album reviews, more stuff like that. Request it in the comments below and I will do it. Yeah, let me know what you thought of Fear of a Blank Planet. Maybe you think it's perfect, maybe you think it is not. Maybe it is not your favorite Porcupine Tree record. I think it is not my favorite Porcupine Tree record. I I I, I, I haven't decided. I haven't decided on my favorite yet, so we're gonna see about that in the future with repeated listens, of course. But it may be my favorite record at the moment, but it may change. But we're gonna see. Yeah, let me know your opinion about the albums. Like I said, request something in the comments for more album reviews like this one. Yeah, like I said already, do those things to the ominous notes, subscribing and liking, of course. And I will see you guys in another video. Yeah, have a nice day. God bless. Stay safe and take care.